It's Young World. Now, here are your hosts, Marge Payne and Don Phelps.
Hi.
Hi, and welcome back. Hope you had a nice weekend.
Yeah, we've been waiting for you. Hey, what's all the excitement about? This bird can hardly sit still. What are you so excited about? Happy?
This is the first day of December.
You are right, and that is something to be excited about because we know that there are just so many days left until what?
Christmas!
Right.
All right.
Don, are you excited about Christmas coming?
I sure am.
I've got a neat system that our friends can count down the days till Christmas with us. And I'm going to show you exactly how it goes. Do you see these party chain loops, Don? And Happy? See those?
Yeah, and they have numbers on them.
That's right. There are numbers on them, and they start with 25. That's how many, what?
Days till Christmas!
That's right. That's how many days left till Christmas. So every day we will break off one of the links, and then that'll tell us that there are only 24 days left till Christmas. See, and then finally we get down to the numero uno.
Numero uno.
And that'll be Christmas Day.
And then you know you don't have very much time left for shopping.
Now, Don, don't be one of those last-minute people. You pick your presents out at the very last day before Christmas?
I usually do. It's something about the atmosphere in the stores and everything. Yeah, all the clerks are friendly and people are trying to get their presents, and it's just a great atmosphere.
You know, I think our friend Happy Bird is waiting for an early present. Do you have one for all of us right now?
I sure do, Marge. It's kind of a delayed present because we had talked about it last week.
Yes.
And that's about the Montgomery Performing Arts Company, and they are presenting a Christmas stocking. And here's a little poster on it right here. They'll be presenting that December the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And we have a little excerpt of the Christmas stocking. It's called Mama and Papa. Let's watch it right now.
Okay, sounds good, huh, Happy?
Was nice. Now, here's a present for all of you, a cartoon.
It's going to be a lot more fun on Young World. We have Don standing by with our visa guest from the zoo and a very interesting animal. And then we're going to take a peek at Young World's art gallery, and all that's going to happen right after this.
Young World will return after these messages. Now let's return to Young World.
Hello and welcome back once again, and we have a very special guest today from the Montgomery Zoo, Louisa Holt. And what do you have there in your hands?
I have a little sparrowhawk, and he's not very happy. He's trying to bite me. That's the reason I have on these gloves.
He has quite a sharp beak there too, doesn't he?
Yeah, all the hawks have that beak. That's for tearing their prey. This hawk is, as I said, he's cosmopolitan in distribution in the Western Hemisphere from the tree line on down through South America to Tierra del Fuego, those little islands off the end of South America.
What do you mean when you say he's cosmopolitan in distribution?
Well, he's nearly everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere, yes. And he's a neat-looking little bird, and he eats small birds, rodents, and insects. And they lay eggs anywhere from 3 to 5, and all these sparrows in the zoo have been injured and cannot be returned to the wild. All birds of prey are protected in the United States.
Protected by the United
yes.
States, right.
And we have tried to breed some, but haven't been successful as of yet.
Can you train these like they train falcons, where they will come back and
I
hunt?
guess you could. I think you can do most anything with an animal if you handle it properly.
Right, right. What do you feed these animals in the zoo?
They eat hamburger.
Hamburger,
meat,
huh?
Yeah, and other prepared foods that we have for them.
So they like the meats.
That's right. They are carnivorous, and these birds are built for speed rather than doing the soaring that the other hawks. Now that's good. I'm glad you.
He's got quite a chirp there.
That's right. They don't soar like the large hawks, and they hover though, and they're built for speed. See, he's
still trying to get at that glove there.
Yeah, he's going to be happy to get back to the zoo.
Now, is that a full-grown bird?
This is a full-grown bird, and they have long wings and a long tail.
Let's see if we can turn them this way. And
Which
we can
way?
get a
This
good,
way?
Right, and get a good shot of the wing there. There we go. Yeah.
See?
He has very long wings.
That's right. And as I said, they're built for speed. And his bill looks a little worse for the wear, doesn't it? It's got some nicks in it.
Right. Well, so he was evidently injured.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody had shot him, I'm sure.
And then he was brought in. Nursed back to health at the Montgomery Zoo.
That's right.
Then he's a regular feature at the Montgomery Zoo.
That's right.
Well, fella, I tell you what, it sounds like you want to get back in your cage and get back out to the Montgomery Zoo, so we'll let you do exactly that.
Thank you.
And stay tuned. Marge is coming up next with something very special.
All right.
Right
It's
now.
always a pleasure to come to Young World.
It's always a pleasure having you.
Thank you, Don. That was a beautiful bird, wasn't it? Hope you get out to the zoo sometime this holiday. You know, Art Gallery is a special time here at Young World, and two of my favorites today were drawn by, let's see, a young man named Ben Chesser, who's a 6-year-old, and he did a beautiful tractor. You'll like it. And then another young man, James Phillip, drew a motorcycle. You just got to see them right now on Young World's Art Gallery.
My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine. Young World will return after these messages. Now let's return to Young World.
Hi, this is me, Pitty Pat, and this is my dog. I take good care of my dog. I feed him well, and I show him lots of cartoons.
Boy, that was a great cartoon.
That really was. I enjoyed that. And Pitty Pat and her dog did, too.
I think so.
She calls him Bowser. I see we've got the big excitement of the day is the spirit of Christmas is invading us here at Young World, isn't it, Don?
It sure is. And I understand you have a little treat for us before we draw out our
Yes.
birthday names or our Christmas parade names.
Well, Don, let's see. I'd like for our friends to have a glimpse of what the Christmas parade looked like last year. Just a moment of a glimpse of those floats and the excitement of the lights and children and people. And pretty soon, Santa Claus.
That's right. Oh, look at that. That's
Isn't that beautiful? And they have even more and better this year, they say. The floats get better and better, and the parades get more filled with excitement, and all the marching bands from everywhere come.
And everybody has a good time downtown.
They really do. It's really
do.
happy. The whole air is one of excitement and holiday fun. And, you know, we want to find out who our friends are that are going to ride the float with us today. Don, would you do honors of drawing a name?
Okay. Let's see, we'll reach down here through all these. And
right.
we have Bradley Steinborn of Montgomery. He's going to be with us, and he's 4.5 years old.
Oh, congratulations, Bradley. Let me draw one, Don.
Okay,
my turn. This is Noah LaFawn. Congratulations, Noah. And you're a Montgomery boy? We'll be sitting on that float tonight having a wonderful time, waving like crazy.
And we have 3 more to go. Jeff Sellers, and he's of Red Level, Alabama.
Jeff, we're glad you're going to be with us. And Amy Murph, you're going to ride with us too on the Christmas parade float for Young World. That'll be fun.
Only a couple more to go. Let's see. We have Jamie Mills of Goshen, Alabama.
And let's see, our last friend is Robert Griffin. He's going to ride with us too. And congratulations, all of you friends, that's sending your names to the Young World ride on the Christmas parade float. We'll see you tonight at the Christmas parade.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This has been Young World with your host, Marge Payne and Don Phelps. It's Young World.
Oh, hi. Here we are on December the 2nd with a friend named Leslie Hantro. And we want to welcome Leslie to Young World. Leslie, glad you came. Hi. Are you glad to be here?
Yes,
You brought some very interesting goodies. 2 baskets full, in fact. You're not on your way to grandmother's house, are you?
No, ma'am.
How about telling us what these are all about and what's in these little fun-filled baskets?
Well, these are some presents you can get at the secret store at the Montgomery Museum of Fine Arts. And these are some of the presents. And
Oh.
right.
Well, now, what's the idea of the secret store at the Museum of Fine Arts? Is it to keep it a secret, or
Well,
where are we keeping it a secret from?
from the parents. Only the young people can come in the secret store.
Grown-ups can't shop there? Ha, that sounds like fun. And they can go to the secret store at the museum and choose things like this from other countries as presents for their parents. But aren't they awfully expensive, Leslie?
No, ma'am. They're $1 or $7, mainly under $3.
Well, that's wonderful. Let's show our friends some of the other surprises that if they have time and can get to the secret store at the Montgomery Museum, that they can buy for their gifts, for their parents. Let's see what you've got there that's so cute with all that hair.
This is a little clown and doll, and it's stuffed up with pillows, and it's real, it's soft.
It is. Is it from a special country? It's called the Velvet Clown. And let's see, he's on display at the Chili Doll Museum in Chile, New York. And he's an addition to their permanent collection, the Haya collection. Well, isn't he darling?
Yes.
Anybody would love that. Look at that cute face. Well, let's take a peek at some of the other goodies in your basket, Leslie. What's this cute thing for?
It's a wooden turtle, and you can roll it around in the little knobs.
Now, who would you choose this for, mother or dad or little brother?
A little brother.
So, someone like you or you could take your allowance to the secret store at the museum and find something for just about anybody there in your family, right? What's this wonderful thing?
Well, it's a TV game, and the L game. And what you do is you try to fit the L's on certain spaces.
I see.
And
Well, if you want to find out more about this game, I guess you'll just have to check at the secret store, right? It looks like fun. And you have little things and big things. Here's a nice little treasure for a sister or brother. Which would you say, for a sister or brother?
well, I think it was a little sister.
Right, boys can play jacks too, but mostly girls do, I guess. But so that's not too expensive. That's a more reasonable little gift. So it looks like you can buy them from any price, doesn't it?
ma'am.
Let's see, what's this beautiful thing? Oh, that's a mother or a grandmother present. Tell us what it is.
It's a calendar, and it says in the inside, on beside each month, it has a picture of somebody.
Beautiful. That looks like Henry VIII to me, do you suppose? We could find out by reading that little paragraph here, right?
Yes.
Well, this is really exciting, Leslie. Oh, what a beautiful painting by March. So every page on your monthly calendar here has some beautiful work of art. It's one of my favorites. Well, Leslie, thank you for sharing with us the fact that we've all got a special place to take our children to do their shopping.
And while the young people are shopping, the parents can go and look at the Christmas expedition of the Christmas trees from other lands.
I see. We're all set with that beautiful exhibit. You can even buy china, too, while your mother or dad who take you to the museum are out looking at the exhibit. You can find things like this from other lands or a glass case. Well, now, Leslie, you promised me that you'd go to work for us here at Young World by making an announcement. What time is it, Leslie?
You know, on Tuesday to Friday, you can come 3 to 5, and on Saturday, you can come 10 to 4. On Sunday, you can come 2 to 4.
Oh, that is wonderful. I'll make a note of that. Excuse me. Now, will you help us here on Young World by telling us what time it is?
Cartoon time.
You're exactly right.
There's even more fun after this.
Young World will return after these messages. Now let's return to Young World.
Well, I guess it's time to take another ring off of our Christmas countdown, and so let's go ahead and remove that. And we're getting up closer and closer every day to Christmas. That also reminds me we're only a couple of days away from the Christmas stocking presented by the Montgomery Performing Arts Committee, and it's going to be presented at the Dungeon Theater December the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And we have another sneak preview into the Christmas stocking. Let's watch right now for the ballerina. was beautiful. That was beautiful. You know, I was just looking through the birthday barrel here, and we got quite a few names already in for our December birthday, and we hope yours is one of them. If you had a birthday in December, please send us a card here to Young World, P.O. Box 2566, Montgomery, Alabama. Zip code is 36196, and make sure you include on there for the birthday card contest, because we have a bunch of neat toys. Looks like Santa Claus has already dropped off here. Just look at all these toys we have in now for our birthday winners. If we pick your name out of the barrel, we have a dollhouse, an Etch-a-Sketch, and See and Say, and the Fisher-Price toys, and Playmobil and Tonkas and all sorts of great things, so make sure you get your cards and letters in if you have a birthday in December. Now, the cutoff day is December 21st. That means your card or letter has to be in here at the station before December 21st to be eligible for our birthday drawing, and hopefully you'll get your card in. Once again, the address is Young World Birthday Party, P.O. Box 2566, Montgomery, Alabama 36196. And there'll be more fun to come right after this.
Young World will return after these messages. Now let's return to Young World.
Back to Young World and back to another glimpse into the magic Christmas stocking. This time we're going to see a beautiful baby doll. Wasn't that delightful? Now for some more entertainment on Young World, why don't we see a cartoon? Well, Don, do these carvings give you a clue about what we're going to be seeing tomorrow in Young World?
I think so. They are beautiful. I believe they're by Claudetta Fulmer.
Our artist in residence here at Young World, and she's going to be sharing some other little ideas about carving that our friends can do at home. But do you know what? I'm getting a hint from the clock on the wall that it's time for us to say goodbye for now. But we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
This has been Young World with your host, Marge Payne and Don Phelps. young world. Now, here are your hosts, Marge Payne and Don Phelps.
Hello and welcome back. We have a special day for you today.
We sure do, but Don, before we jump into today, let's take care of our Christmas countdown with our friends. Now, today is December the 3rd. That means there are
22 days left.
That's right. So if you'll take off the
All righty, and
link.
there goes December 23rd. And you know, besides being December 23rd, it's also the first day of Hanukkah.
That's right. December the 3rd is the first day of Hanukkah. And there are 8 special days of that holiday. And that's a holiday, Don, you know our Jewish friends celebrate. And it's another name for it is the Feast of Lights.
Right.
And we
We
light
have
a
a
candle.
menorah.
That's right, and receive a gift each day if you're a child in a Jewish family. And it's a really special holiday, and we're glad to wish congratulations to our friends who are celebrating Hanukkah today.
Well, we have a gift for all of our friends out there.
Would it be a cartoon?
It certainly is, and let's watch one right now.
Good.
There'll be more fun to come right after this.
Young World will return after these messages.
Now let's return to Young World.
It's time for the Sniffle Snort Report. Now, with the world as his beat, bringing you news of what's neat, here's Samuel Sniffle Snort.
Hello, friends. In Syracuse, New York, parents can go out for the evening assured their children are in good hands thanks to a course given to babysitters at a local hospital. We have more in this report.
These 40 youngsters are babysitters who'd like to know more about the situations they constantly handle, so they've enrolled in a 4-week course being offered by a local hospital. By graduation time, these kids should be able to deal with any household emergency.
It's an enormous responsibility to ask young adults to take the life of small children in their hands. Anything can happen. Some of these children really have not been prepared for how to handle certain accidents.
The course includes basic first aid, what to do if the child is bitten by an animal, swallows poison, or is burned. There's an intensive lesson on the Heimlich maneuver for choking and instructions in mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Taking the course means coming to the 2-hour lectures after a full day at school, but the kids say it's worth it.
You get good references when you take the course, and so I wanted people to feel like I'm responsible enough to sit their kids.
It sounded interesting because I didn't know any first aid or anything.
The babysitting classes started out as an experiment for the hospital, but they've really caught on. There are more than 100 kids on a list waiting to get in, so there are now plans to keep the experiment going. In Syracuse, Rochelle Casella reporting for NBC News.
That's all for today, friends.
This has been the Sniffle Snort Report. Your reporter for this report has been Samuel Sniffle Snort.
Well, here we have our art segment for today, and our friend Clydetta Fulmer is here again. Clydetta, what have you been working on lately?
Well, this is my most recent wood carving. I don't know if you can see it very well. I was looking at this piece of wood in the streaks, and it kind of reminded me of sun-streaked hair. And so I started carving a face in it, and I think I'll probably stain the face so it'll be more of one tone and then leave the streaks in the hair.
Now,
That's
this
what
is,
I've been carving it.
do you call this a sculpture or a form of bas-relief? Or?
Well, you can call it sculpture because bas-relief is a form of sculpture too.
I see, so it's a bas-relief sculpture. That's beautiful.
I'm glad you like it.
You have to sort of see or visualize something before you begin to work on it, don't you?
That's right. You just have an idea in your mind and begin to carve away what doesn't belong in your idea.
I see. So you have worked in wood with carving, and
that's right. Here's another one that's incomplete. I was just holding a piece of wood one day and wondering what I would carve in there, and I thought, well, I could carve my hands looking at
As you
holding a
looked at
face.
your hands holding it, it made you think that hands would be good. I think this little miniature face is beautiful on this piece of wood.
Well, I hope to carve some more faces.
What kind of wood is that?
This is cherry. The other you were looking at was pine.
Cherry is a harder wood, isn't it?
That's right. But the hardest wood of all is mahogany, and the other wood carving I have here is a mahogany carving. It really takes a long time to carve.
It's so interesting to see that you're proficient in not only clay and other things to sculpt with, but not only wood, but now I see a stone carving that you've done. Now, is this considerably more difficult than the wood?
It's harder and it's more unpredictable. This is what you call the subtraction. You start with a block and take away what you don't want, whereas the clay that we've talked about and seen before is addition. You start with a little and build up and make bigger and bigger. This is taking away.
Tell us who this represents, because
this represents Janus, the god of good beginnings in Roman mythology, and it had two faces, one to look to the future and one to look to the past. And people look at my carvings, especially my young friends, and it seems that they think, oh, that's so hard, I could never do anything like that. Well, when I was their age and when I was a little girl, I didn't start out carving in wood and stone and things like that.
You didn't just jump into doing wood. I'd love for our friends to have a look at that beautiful wooden head, and that one is in mahogany.
This is the mahogany one.
That's truly a handsome carving.
Well,
now, these are some of your tools that you use, right? And we've watched you use your hands with clay and plastiline.
Right, you carve on it like this.
So.
You just carve away what you don't want. Now, we were talking about what our young friends might want to carve. When I was a little girl, I carved in what a lot of little girls and boys carve in. And
it has to be
soap. Right.
We do a lot of soap carving at my house when my children were young. Now, we did happen to bring some soap today, so we could get our artist friend Claudette to demonstrate that. And let me open a bar of the kind of soap that floats.
Right.
Tell our friends why we use this kind of soap, would you?
I don't know. You tell us. It's just
I'll be glad to. This is all I'm an expert at.
Marge has been telling me all kinds of things I didn't know about carving in soap. I didn't know to color it with watercolors. That would have been a lot of fun.
We did lots of this.
I wish I had done that.
Between Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts and etc., brownie troops, we did a lot of work with soap. Well, one reason you use this floating soap is that it's so easy to carve. It has so much more air beaten into it that it's easy to do your removal technique and remove portions of it. Now then, Claudette, if you don't mind mentioning the way you described visualizing it, you made it seem very clear to me when you discussed it.
This is going to be subtraction, like we talked about. You're going to be subtracting from this piece of soap what you don't want. And I'll show you how I subtracted from my head of this head I did. What you do is you draw on there what you want. Now we have a fish here that's carved out, and so I'm just going to dig into here what the fish is, and you apply the same principle when you're doing a head or anything else. You just sketch it in. Can you see that fish?
Now I'm going to show them the finished fish that Claudetta did.
And then you just carve off what you don't want.
And the nice thing about that soap is it really cuts away so
Now we're not using a
gently.
sharp knife, we're using a fingernail file here.
That's right, and we want our friends to be sure and note that sharp knives are not necessary or even
No,
helpful.
you can use a little steak knife or something, and don't think for a minute we're going to throw this soap away. We don't believe in waste around here.
From that fish alone, we have almost a whole jar of soap.
That's the fish and the mouse.
And speaking of the mouse,
Marge did a sculpture. Let's see yours.
Claudette is truly a fine teacher. However, I must say that I need to practice a lot more. Now, I did take a little bar of soap and chisel away, as you said.
Cute.
Does that look like a mouse to you, teacher?
It's real cute.
And there's his little
get an A.
say, someone got a little fish paint on the mouse's tummy.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I still have things that I see that I want to do on that, like make the ears a little bit smaller. Or maybe you could critique it a little bit more for me, Claudetta. Did you see I put down a big piece of cheese? I thought that was
that's cute.
cute little touch. And this would make a nice gift, by the way, for someone.
Yes, I was looking before I came for a head that I did when I was about 8 years old that I still have. I carved in soap. Something else Marge told me I didn't know, I wish I had, that you can make your block bigger by gluing it together with our famous white glue that we love for so many things. And so if you think this one block isn't big enough for my big ideas, you can just glue some together.
Well, now I see you're still removing parts of the background soap. That becomes sort of the background, doesn't it?
Right.
And normally we would work on paper, and then you can just pick your paper up and just funnel it right into the jar. And then Mother can use this soap at the sink, or it makes great fun for in the bathtub, slipping around there. Well, Claudetta, this has been so interesting, and I'm intrigued to know that our friends who may one day wish to sculpt from wood or stone can get a very simple beginning using a bar of soap and their imagination.
Yes, you don't have to wait until you have big materials and expensive tools. Just start with what you have right now.
Pick simple shapes like a duck, a fish, a mouse, and have fun. Well, you know, we have some more fun for you on Young World coming right up after this.
Young World will return after these messages. Now let's return to Young World.
Psst. Hey kid, let's eat some cheese and see a cartoon.
I'd take this bar of soap and do what with it?
You heard me, Don. We're going to show you how to carve out of soap.
Well, I guess we're out of time. We have to say goodbye.
I'm afraid of that, but we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Here's your tool.
This has been Young World with your host, Marge Payne and Don Phelps. It's Young World.
Hi, and welcome back. We hope you're ready for another exciting day here on Young World because we've got a lot of things in store for you. We have another peek into the Christmas stocking and all sorts of neat stuff. You know, I was just looking over our toys. You talk about neat stuff, and there's all sorts of toys we have available here. It looks like Santa Claus came a little bit earlier this year, and these will be given away to our birthday friends who are lucky enough to have their names pulled out of the barrel. Did you ever wonder where all these toys came from, where the ideas came up? Every year you see around this time of year all these different commercials about toys and all the new toys that are being introduced. Well, we have a film right now that might give you a hint on how they come up with these different toy ideas.
Shoppers buying toys for Christmas will find old standbys, such as the increasingly popular figures based on the Star Wars movies, and some new items. Pete Kelly, Vice President at Kenner Products in Cincinnati, explains how toys are developed at his company.
Each year we look at over 1,000 new toy concepts. These concepts will come from our own creative staff, and many will come from outside professional inventors.
At least half of these concepts will be considered for possible production. The first step is for the preliminary design department to turn the concept into a real functioning toy. Once all safety checks have been made, the prototype is taken out into the real world to see what parents and kids think of it.
Look, I'm standing up.
As we can see through the one-way mirror, the kids actually get their hands on the toys, such as this strawberry shortcake doll.
No, like strawberry.
This one is strawberry shortcake. Huh?
My sister has one.
The mirror allows testers to record honest reactions from the children. If the child isn't having a fun experience, the toy isn't produced.
I want to keep them.
Parents aren't left out.
Do you like this toy?
Kenner also surveys them to determine their attitudes and reactions to a particular toy.
And he has the moving parts, and my son has quite an imagination, you wouldn't believe.
But toy research is more than numbers and ratings. It helps ensure that toys will last, that they're safe, and that kids will have fun playing with them time after time.
How would your son play with this toy? Well, basically, like I said, he'd put him with all of his other Star Wars creatures and just continue the story himself or change it the way he likes it, which he does frequently.
Only about 80 of the 1,500 concepts evaluated by Kenner will ever get this far.
In the jargon of toy manufacturers, we want to make sure these concepts have play value, but we also want to make sure that for the kids and the parents, they're just plain fun.
Whoa! Wow, man! I love toys and cartoons!
Well, all right, Harry. That cartoon was really fun.
It sure was.
Well, all right. If you want to see even more fun, stay with us right after this.
Young World will return after these messages.
Now let's return to Young World.
Just enjoying looking through the birthday barrel. You know, Don just showed you this wonderful collection of toys that we love to give away to our birthday guests when they come to our birthday parties. The December birthday party promises to be a really fun one because look at all the good things you have to choose from this time. And that's exactly what we're going to let our guests do. Choose a gift that they like from our fun collection of toys. You know, all you have to do to get your name in the birthday barrel, of course, is put your name on a postcard, put your age, phone number, a number that we can call you at, and then address it to us at Young World, P.O. Box 2566, Montgomery, Alabama 36196. When we receive that card, we will pop it into the birthday barrel and we'll draw a name each week until we have 4 guests. By the way, the last date to send your card in should be here by December the 21st. So we hope that you're going to join us for the December birthday party and send us your card today. You know, Don is standing by. He's got a very interesting film to tell you about right now. Don, you there?
I sure am, Marge, and thank you very much. You know, we've been talking a lot about communications on our Most Important Person film. You know, and it sort of reminds me of the film we have today of an old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's because words mean different things in the way people say it. Like you take the word cool, for instance. You can go, boy, that's really cool. Or you can say, oh man, you think you're cool. It's the 2 different meanings of the word by your inflection and so forth. And we can see today in our Most Important Person film a little bit more about what you say, what he says, okay?
The most important person in the whole wide world is you, and you hardly even know you. The most important person in the whole wide world is you. Come on, we'll show you. Let's find out more about the things you feel and do, 'cause you're the most important person in the world to you.
What'd she say? What did she mean? I don't know, but I better go inside right now.
Krasitz, Corwitz, Zagarats! Zazaritz cable cars!
What did he say? What did he mean?
I'll show you what he said, but to do so, I'll have to use my Fumble formula, slow motion.
Bobby, you mustn't leave your wagon where people might trip over it. I know it's impolite to point, but your daddy's had a hard day.
There, you see? Your daddy wants you to put your wagon away.
But what did he mean?
I just told you what he meant.
No, I mean, what's a hard day?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, here, let me show you.
Rotten cats are rats?
I told you I can't let God understand. You dirty rat, blood, you know about the incompetent.
Soldier Matarats! Corwitz Zagarats!
You see, Bobby, sometimes things happen to people in their day, things that have nothing to do with you, but make them irritable and hard to understand. Do you understand a little better about what your father said and what he meant?
Yes, I think I do.
What did she say? What did she mean?
Well, Dad, I think Mother said that she had a hard day with the housework and everything. And would you please take your feet off the coffee table?
Now I know what she said and what she meant. Boy, she had a flapdoodle of a day, too. You know something, son?
Yes, Daddy?
You know, you're getting pretty perceptive for a 6-year-old.
I've just been glancing through the window and I looked inside and I saw that Marge was taking a peek into a magical Christmas stocking. Now you've heard what I've said. You're going to have to find out what I mean from Marge herself.
Oh, I know what you mean, Don, and now we want you to know what he means. But first, we're going to take another link off of our Christmas countdown because there are 21 days left till Christmas. But you can have a peek into a whole Christmas stocking and get the whole feeling of Christmas tonight. And that's at the Dungeon Theater at Huntington College, beginning at 8 o'clock, a whole performance of Christmas magic. You know, it's time now for us to take a peek at Santa Claus and a mouse.
Young World will return after these messages.
Now let's return to Young World.
That was... Uh-oh, who's there?
Lettuce.
Lettuce who?
Let us see a cartoon. Yay!
And that's about it for Young World today.
It sure is.
But we'll be back tomorrow with lots more fun. We hope you'll be there.
And we'll see you then.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
This has been Young World with your host, Marge Payne and Don Phelps. Young World. Now, here are your hosts, Marge Payne and Don Phelps.
Hello, and
Hi.
welcome back.
Right, we've been waiting for you.
And we have all sorts of neat stuff, especially you today.
We do. We're having a lot of art fun today because this is a kickoff for Christmas workshop. And we want our friends to enjoy sharing some ideas on gifts that they can make for different members of the family, and cards and room and home decorations that they can make, and just all kinds of things.
And tree decorations, too.
And tree, that's right.
I imagine a lot of people are thinking about, getting their Christmas tree. There's only, what, 20 more days left until Christmas?
Yes, by our Christmas countdown, there are exactly 20 days
20
left until
days.
Christmas.
You know what else we have coming up?
I can't guess, Don. What is it?
A cartoon. And let's see one right
What a
now.
surprise.
Hi, it's me, Petty Pyatt. You know, I was so proud to be the teacher's pet until I found out it was just 'cause she couldn't afford a dog. Hey, well, stay with us for some more fun on Young World right after this.
Young World will return after these messages.
Now let's return to Young World.
Hi, and welcome back. I've been out Christmas tree shopping, and it looks for once I got a pretty straight tree. It's a little bit crooked, though. You know, trees have been used in all kinds of celebrations dating back even before Christ. We have a film now about trees and about how they're used in Christmas. Let's watch it.
Some say it started in Rome with pagan celebrations. Others claim Martin Luther was the first to cut and decorate one for his family. But all agree that the custom was widespread in Germany by the 17th century. The Christmas tree was to become the focus of family holiday celebrations in Europe and America. Queen Victoria had one in Windsor Castle in 1844. The Kaiser had 12, a tree for everyone in the royal family. In those days, you could eat the decorations: apples, wafers, or cookies cut in shapes, candies and berries and nuts. No wonder they were called sugar trees. Decorated trees have been an important part of our American tradition since the turn of the century. Our grandparents cherished glass figurines and chains of beads, tin and tinsel figures, even colorful pictures. Handmade ornaments were the first ever, and we carry that tradition on today, often with ones made by the children or brought by friends, because they have a special memory all their own. This season's memories can go right on the tree with those of yore, if you use an instant camera to picture grandparents, visitors, or your family enjoying the holiday traditions. Our ornaments are the treasures we save from year to year, adding new memories to share with friends and relatives. They represent the joy we feel at Christmas time, and there's a little bit of us in every one of them.
This is a pretty tree, but I guess it's a little bit plain for a Christmas tree. Maybe we can check in with Marge and see if she can give us some ideas on how to spruce up this tree a little bit. Marge?
Well, Don, I thank you, and I thought you'd never ask. We're all set over here in the Christmas Craft Corner to show you how to make some decorations for your tree. Hi, Bird, you're my helper today?
Yeah, sure.
Glad to have you, Happy Bird, and if you do a good job, maybe I'll just take your picture and hang you on my Christmas tree.
Sounds good.
All right, and we want to talk about simple things. You saw some lovely decorations on those trees, and you know, you can't go out to stores and spend a lot of money on decorations, but you can do something simple and easy with just plain old, what's this, Bird?
Paper.
Paper. Paper of all different colors and types, like tissue or construction.
I like that.
You like that?
Red's my favorite color.
Red is my favorite. I noticed that because you're a little red yourself, aren't you?
Right.
My favorite Christmas color, too. All right, now suppose we cut a strip and think of the simplest thing we can make to decorate with. Let's see, knots, ties. What? Bows. A bow, all right. Suppose we take a strip of paper about so long, about like so, and cut the ends into pretty little, we'll call those, what, swallowtail cuts?
Sounds good to me.
Right, and then we're going to fold this over to the middle. I've been practicing with this bow to be sure it wouldn't crunch too loudly. And now we're going to go scrunch in the middle and tie it with a pretty piece of red yarn.
Oh, that looks good.
Now, anybody can tie a bow, right, little bird?
Right.
Right, and make a little knot so it stays, it helps make the little gathers in the middle look nice and perky. All right, now then, suppose we made a dozen of those, or maybe 20.
Whoa.
Right, and we'd make the size of the bow be just right for the size tree we were working on, wouldn't we?
Right.
Oh, Marge, that is a beautiful tree, and you did an excellent job there.
I'm glad you like it. Guess what, Don? I'm going to let you make me a few more miles of party chain. Okay, it's fun. You'll love it.
Well, on the subject of parties, we have one coming up later on this month.
Sure do, the December birthday party, and I want to see if your name is in the barrel right now. It's time for us to draw one. Maybe it'll be yours.
Mix them all up, shake them up real good
No
here.
fair peeking. I reach around, and here comes our first December birthday guest. And would you mind reading that?
That's Archie Hooper, and he's age 4. And let's see, he didn't give us an address, but it looks like it's out of Montgomery number on there. So we'll give Archie Hooper a call, and he'll be our first guest on our birthday party coming up later on. And if you want to get your birthday cards in, remember to have them in to here at Young World before December 21st, okay?
Right. We'll be looking for it, and we'll be looking for you Monday. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
This has been Young World with your host, Marge Payne and Don Phelps.